Sure, this.
We good? Hopefully my crimes have been of lesser importance than that of Karyakin's, and therefore we are good. We good? Can we go? Okay, let's go. D4, D5. C4, C6, knight C3, knight F6. E3, lame opening. You should play knight F3 there. And A to the 6. What do we call this slough setup? Any takers? Big Guppy in YouTube. Wow, 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 wow. Look at we go. The Chebanenko Slav indeed. And here, the white player played something quite odd. You would expect he knight f3, right? But no, he played bishop d3 first. Which is a bit more flexible because occasionally he can float the idea of putting a horsey, hoppity hop, to knight e2. It's because you are an educated human, my good friend Professor Engao. You are an educated human. That's how. Hey Jazz! Yeah, I will have to retype, I think, all of my commands. Yeah, hopefully I can retrieve these, and also the chatbot doesn't work today. Excuse me on that department. Right, bishop g4 played. Very, very strange move. I would kick this in the face right away. But queen b3 played is also very, very logical. Wow, Jazz, thank you! And
when
also,
a few more of the blokes roll in, can you show them the progress you've been making toward six-pack?
oh yeah, it's coming, but I'm not gonna be done with it by March 15, unfortunately. Very, very sad, but it's not gonna happen. Who is playing? Well, I forgot to tell you this. Should I fill out the players thingy? How do you do that? I don't even know. How do I do that? How do I add the name of the guys? Because it didn't copy this thing in. I know it's doable somewhere. Yeah, I know that I can type it in. Oh, here. Okay, I found it. Okay. Miton, Polish Grandmaster. Against... this dude. There you go. Look at me go. Look at me go. Topalov is a single V, not a W, senor. Oh, it was Rengao who sent the subby. Sorry, Rengao. We love you dearly. Alright, rook a7 played. H3, bishop h5. Knight e2, bishop g6. Tuck, tuck. Castles. e6. Sexy chess time, ladies and gentlemen. White's best move, please, right now, or else. White's best move, or else. E4, bruv, he says. Jazz, you drank blood this morning, buddy, eh? Good old Jazz is drinking blood for breakfast. I love it. What did you have for breakfast? Cereal. Oh, with milk, right? No. Dragon blood. Exactly. He would think e4 and white loses. Well, e4 played, ladies and gentlemen. That is the high level of cojones that we appreciate. But what's the point? Who can tell me what's cooking here after takes? D5, brav. Jez is bringing out the bravs today. Now, I'm not so convinced about D5 though. What if I take? You might have gotten carried away here a little bit. There is a better move here than D5, although the idea is quite similar. Bishop e3 first. That is correct, ladies and gentlemen. And this is what development looks like. I don't know about that, Z Nation. Svidler had this cunning ability to talk about himself constantly in a very negative way. Not always his position, though. He would say his position is crap when it was crap. He just wouldn't say it was winning when it was winning. I like that level of subtlety to Svidler. Thank you for the follow, by the way, my brother. So yeah, bishop e3 played, and now this diagonal is really hurting. It really is hurting. And so because of that, black decided to take this, then play b5, and then play b4. Alan, how are you going, man? Thank you for following me. Please send me a follow or subscribe on YouTube too, buddy. If you don't mind doing so. So, where do we move the attacked horse? Brazy on YouTube too. Hello, hello. And Omar Delgado. So, b4 knight, b4 attacks the c3 knight. We go where? Excuse me. No, neither Twitch nor YouTube is giving me the goods. Is that a trick question? Of course it is a trick question. Do I ask any other questions? Tindy in the house! Hello, hello. Tindy, I couldn't send you a thingo today, a scheduled stream, because I got my new computer set up last night and I'm still struggling with a lot of things. It's a semi-miracle that we are up and running as is. But it's good to have you on board. E5 is second best and close to first. Incredibly enough, the developing bishop f4, winning the knight on b8, in case of the capture that is the idea that is so easy to overlook. Because how often is it that you take a knight on b8 for free? Mitten opted for e5. Can't blame the guy. The point is not to move the hanging horse. That's it. You move, you fail. You do something else, you are a winner in life. This is how you score, ladies, by moves like e5. bc, ef. cb. Are we taking this? Or are we taking back on b2? Another trick question. Yeah, that was the previous stream when I got a bug, so I had to restart. I should probably delete that. But you know, it may very well be one of my better content, because I wasn't speaking in it, so, you know, the visual wasn't ruined by the audio. Oh, Jazz, we love you, mate. You are a hero. He says, okay, we don't like this anymore for white. Oh, man, I love you. What if we sack the exchange? For the love of God, I don't see an exchange sack. How? How do you sack an exchange here? That is beyond me. Now, the 4-queen scenario is losing. Like, this is completely unplayable for black. So that's out of the question. The issue is that if you take g7, of course they will just take back. And as Sepches correctly stated, it immediately developed black. And this now is a Jazz Monton situation where we don't like life. And thus, the correct move, of course, is to develop our own bishop and not theirs. And after gf6, ladies and gentlemen, sexy time has come. The sexy time has come. We'll ask Jazz first because he doesn't like this position. What he would like to do. Man with the dog, of course you do. You are a vicious tactician, friend, so of course you do see. Yeah, d5 quadruple X-clam. Douchebag engine doesn't even give it a brilliance. Okay, so what's the idea if I, let's say, take it this way? Someone talk to me. Oh, Gary Stevens is coming in with the goods. Bishop f6, queen f6, and queen takes b8. Now mopping up the board like there was no tomorrow. Beauty. Absolute banger. So d5 is essentially a game ender. Black played e5. Trying to stay afloat. DC played queen c8. We played rook ac1. Rook c7. And now I would like to invite you to do another super sexy. Another super sexy. Jazz! I'm telling you, man, you had some serious extra boost this morning, whatever that was. Knight f4, ladies and gentlemen, en route to f5, and of course, if capture, then we take on f6, and now the check on the file with the hanging. Gamer Dad PR, thank you for the sub on YouTube, man. It is too much. It is not tenable. It is not tenable. Whoa! Hello! We got a big fat one, ladies and gentlemen. Shout out to Jono. Thank you so much, John. I hope that you absolutely topped that Leeches league or whatever you were playing. I took a quick look. Thank you so much for the raid, my friend. I hope you had a good stream. And welcome in, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome in. Yeah, Professor Scandy in the house. Alright, so can someone please send a shout out to the legend himself? If you guys are new to the business, please consider following us here too. And yeah, so Knight f4 played. Knight f4 like an absolute campione. Black, in complete despair, decided to play Bishop h6. There's nothing not to love about John Split's days, no matter whether it's ICC.com or Leeches. Alright, so what do we do now? What do we do now? Yeah, I agree, Tindy. Jono doesn't get enough credits for being probably the most handsome chess player on the planet. Closely followed by me, of course. So, ladies, Bishop h6. Sacrifice Master SB, Master SRB, howdy. I want to show you guys something absolutely nuts. 95 is everyone's idea, correct? After bishop takes c1, you will never ever guess the best move for white. It is absolute bonkers. You wouldn't believe which piece will retake. What do we do? Knight f6 is no bueno because then the king runs for the hills. It's queen a3. This is unreal. But what's the point? What happens after bishop takes b2? Yeah, exactly. Exactly. What? Queen a3, my friends. Queen a3. But what do we do after bishop takes b2? This is not made because the king escapes. Knight check too soon. King d8. I have a doubt if someone start playing chess from age 16 or 17, if work hard, can become a GM. Well, if they dedicate a lot of time and effort, they can. The problem with that is that they definitely will not have anything else on the agenda. Like, they can't go to school. Too much time. It's queen d6, guys. Absolute insanity. And this is mate, and this is winning a rook and a queen. Incredibly enough, knight f6 check is not quite good, because now rook d1 can be met with bishop d4. We are still winning this after queen d6 check and then knight d7, take, here and check. But this is super, super lame compared to the absolutely fabulous queen d6. Alright, this is what you want to put on your Tinder profile. No, it's just kidding. Don't you ever put anything on your Tinder profile that has anything to do with chess. Okay, so the game continued. Actually, I don't think they found it. No, they did. They played queen b4. Oh, sacrifice! Thank you for the gifted subski. They played queen d8. And the rest was pretty clean. Take, and yeah. I will spare you from the rest. Black is completely, absolutely killing. Sorry, white is completely killing it, and went on to win. What do we think, ladies? We good? Was it a goodie? Was that game a goodie? Alright, next up is an unknown masterpiece by the Regan magician from Latvia. The Pommy opening, transposing into the Tarasch. Make sure when you say Tarasch that you roll the R. Rrrr. He actually played a fair few English games in his career. Yeah. He played a very famous game against Van der Wiel when he was already in his late 50s to early 60s. Okay, knight b6. Let's play these guys for white. Yeah, Tal is white, yep. Yes, the bishop is hanging. We should avoid having it completely trapped. Yeah, we shall have the bishop. I would play bishop d3. Ta played bishop b5. a6. Tuck. Thou shall not have the bishop. And castles. Bishop b7. Red hot garbage. And now we need to start playing good chess. Let's do that. Black has equalized. Not even close. Not even close. Well, I mean, bishop b7 was royal garbage, but best move according to the engine is CD with 0.5. Nah, there is no equality here to speak of yet. Definitely not. Okay, what do we do? What do we do? Bishop b3 was also good, Sam Day. I agree with you, buddy. Yeah, queen b3 is playable. Although it's hard to see what exactly it accomplishes if black just plays developing moves afterward. Knight e4, outstanding move. The two best moves here are two hoppity hops. Knight e4 or knight e5, either or. Misha opted for knight e4. Just promptly followed by another garbage move, knight d7. Queen c2. He's really trying to provoke this capture so that the bishop would have an extended diagonal. But black says, nay. And now Misha comes in strong again. What do we do? b4. The fact that you know that we are looking at a tile game changes your perspective big time. Because you're calling crazy moves that you would otherwise never call. Cheers. Shout out to Alex Alekine, who always gives me grief for drinking from my plastic shakers. And now I happen to have a glass when he's not here. Yan Yan, aka Jan Jan. Welcome in. Nah, we definitely don't want to play DC because that would trade this. We don't want to force black to trade this off. Nay, nay. That is not happening. I don't think anyone has said the correct move yet. Chill Chess did on YouTube. This is why you want to watch YouTube. 95, ladies. Put your pieces in the center. Have you not heard that before? Who doesn't have CPR center? Why are we betraying me so badly? 95, ladies. Maestro. Are you Maestro Mario? Can't see what? Can't see the move or can't see the idea? Chess pawn, howdy. Yeah, b3 was a punch below belt for sure, my friend. That's inexcusable. All right, they took d4. Nah, bishop e7 loses the house. Takes, and c5 is hanging for free, friend. Yeah, that's more. Yeah. But I don't think it's him. It's too soon. CD, knight takes, king takes. I will. And takes d4. So white has accomplished a lot. The king can't castle. The position has opened up a bit more. And the bishop is a red hot piece of poop. Yeah, this tall guy is not bad. Indeed, he's not bad. Okay, Dudrian back for the heels with king e8. Moves, please. Give me good moves. If anyone on YouTube watching me now, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please consider doing so. Would be greatly appreciated. Fair call regarding rook d1, but the point is that this would have allowed c5 keeping the d5 closed, at least for the time being, and allowing black to open up the bishop. That is why Tal opted to take first. Knight c5 is a good move here, but it wasn't played. It's a totally fine move. Yeah, bishop e3, because this floats a new threat, right? Courtney in the house. Hello, Courtney. Glad to have you on board. Also known as Anonymous from yesterday. Hello, hello. Thank you, lovely lady. You have always been a legend. And you know what I'm talking about. I don't know what the F stands for. The stream cut out. Huh. Really? Mine is fine. YouTube be good? I think we're good. Okay. Queen went back to c7. What do we do? None of my commands work. I will have to redo them from scratch. Queen c7. And now we need to bring in the big guns. This is so beautiful. Alan Chess, you are going to be scratching your head when you see it. In disbelief. It is not knight c5. It is, ladies and gentlemen, the epic thrust, to use the correct lingo for this one, as Tobias Jacobs recommends d5 there. d5. Alright, can someone give me a bit of an explanation as to how it works in case of ED? After e5? Are you kidding me? Jazz. How can we be so utterly... Like, this is not a move you would ever look at. It's a disgrace against chess, right? Like, rook ac1, 1-0. Rook fd1, 1-0. Like, this is not a move you seriously calculate when you play d5. When you look at d5, your literal only line to calculate is ed. And everything else you just put aside as dead lost. You ought to have that confidence, man. Yeah, it does, but like it loses. It's like, hello, d6 next. Of course, you're right that it does avoid one kind of disaster, but it invites 10 other kind of disasters. Pilot Gonium. Now, why would it be early? It either works or it doesn't. So what's the line after ED? I'm giving poor Jazz the tough love again. I feel bad. Bishop c5 is close, but not best. Yeah, rook e1. So the idea, of course, is that after d takes e, we are going to mop things up with Tindy. We are not going backwards in chess. Remember that. Ironically, bishop b6 loses to take queen e4 and then king d7. Rook d1, bishop d6, queen e7, check, king c8. And black wins. Well, maybe you can hold the draw. Bishop f4 is pretty. But what we all seem to be missing is the most obvious move on the board, queen takes e4 check. And at this point, we all forgot one very important thing, didn't we? Bishop e7, bishop c5, and white wins. Why is that? What is it that we forgot? Classic chess player blunder. Why can't black just run for the hills? Grenziano Talur with the subski. Thank you so much. Yeah, there's one person out of the 200 viewers who recognized or remembered that black has already moved the king. So there's no castles and therefore winning. Question from Z. What was wrong with bishop c5? Yeah, exactly. Exactly. There were so many famous cases, guys, back in 70s, 80s, OTP, when both players forgot that the king had moved and they castled and the game went on. It's crazy. So what was the Zination your idea? Bishop c5 at what point? You mean here? f6 and the king escapes. Now you ask why f6 is not working here, and the answer is bishop b6. Hello? Hello? This is a little filthy, innit? Check. And the game over. Poverty, thank you so much. Did you see this line, guys? Hello? Just casual bishop b6. And if the king goes to f7, then knight d7. Viral stigma, beggars can't be choosers, brother. Thank you so much for Clyburn, Anthony, and James Roberts for the YouTube subs. That's how we grow. That's what she said too. Yeah, this knight d7 move is not bad with Matutsky incoming in 2 more moves, guys. Poverty, thank you so much, mate. I appreciate you a lot. Thank you. So yeah, in fact, I think, guys, this is a better variation and a more instructive line than the DC one. Holy heck, F6 is beauty. Absolute bonkers. That is just absolutely sensational stuff. So, the game went for not too long. They played King D8 in this position. Queen B3. Introducing the not very subtle Bishop B6. And C5. And yes, please press the like button on YouTube stream. Now we have got a very easy win. Thank you for the follow. So, what's the win? Yeah, take twice. That's it. That's what he did. Tuck, 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 resigns. Not bad. Not bad, ladies. Not bad at all. I don't think that any of you knew this style game. Prove me wrong. Did you? Rook C1 exploiting the pin. Yeah, everything wins. Everything wins. No worries there. D5 was next level, yes. Alright, the next one is going to be a really, really fun one. And by the way, today's stream is going to be particularly short because I have a lesson lined up and I had to, yeah, muck around with my computer for 500,000 hours. A dude by the name Minev, not a particularly famous player. Minev. Or Milev even. Actually, let me just check quick. Yeah, Milev. Milev, unknown player by those standards. Alright, let's go. Yo, bro, you are an IM, says Send Pigs Bagat. Yes, I am indeed. Nope, never mind. Bishop D7 played. Queen D2, Rook C8. And here we are going to engage with a slight sideline. F4 is the biggest main line here. In the game, Knight takes C6 played. BC. Bishop C4. This is very, very reminiscent, by the way, of Sam Shankland against Danish Giri last night, where Shankland lost the plot and sacked the rook for nothing and lost. Quite tragic, really. Castles. I would like to mention here that the positional pawn sacrifice E5 is very, very commonplace here. DE castles, bishop E7, bishop takes, G takes, bishop takes knight E4 is even worse. And white has got tremendous play here. Absolutely tremendous play. Yeah, that's the idea exactly, Z Nation. That's the idea exactly. So, white played castles queenside first. Bishop E7. And then rook to E1. I find it's very slow. But it's still the right way to play chess. And so we are not going to criticize it at all. D5 played. And here, after bishop takes, black absolutely had to take back with the bishop, which is the counterintuitive recapture, but the correct one. And the reason for that is because the bishop is gonna be handy on the diagonal. And after, let's say, take, bishop takes, we also have bishop takes c3. And black is not worse. But instead, they took back with the pawn. And now this king is stuck in no man's land. What do we do? I don't have any of my commands working, Charlie, sorry. Thank you, Maestro. Catch you later. Take care, buddy. So, white to move, be a rock star. Bishop a6, nay, nay, nay. Bishop a6 is sinful, my friend. Bishop a6, rook b8, f4 is a textbook case of going from hero to zero in 2 moves. That's, yeah. This shouldn't even be on your candidates. Yeah, so everyone is figuring out that take, and then something takes on d5 should be the go. However, bear in mind that a bishop takes, pawn takes, knight takes d5 is well met by bishop e6. So we need to do a bit of extra thinking here. We need to be a little bit more subtle in order to break through here. Oh, Herbert TV in the house. How are you going, man? You haven't been sending me updates about that business idea of yours that I wanted to invest in. What's going on there, friend? Sack the knight? I don't know about that. What if they take back? I need precise lines here, ladies. Precise variations. No safety issue for black? I don't know about that, my friend. I do see a lot of safety issues for black as far as I'm concerned. I see nothing but safety issues. But it's a bit tricky. Hola! No, I already talked about bishop a6 being completely on the wrong track. Yeah, so the idea, guys, is that bishop takes d5 has to be correct. But what is happening here after ed? This is the part that people tend to overlook because knight d5 is a no-brainer. But the truth is that instead of taking this, we need to take this first. And now it turns out that after queen takes, knight takes d5, there is no good square for the queen available. Who can see the most basic refutation of queen d6? Just keep it simple. Very, very nice tactical idea. Everything works like clockwork. Courtney, thank you so much. And once again, thank you for your generosity. Yubomir Gospodinov, also welcome on the YouTube. Yes, that's right, viral stigma. So check, and everything comes off with checks. And white is 47 pawns up in the end. Yeah, beautiful variation. So now let's try to figure out a way how black can handle this. So what if the queen goes here instead? Then we can go rook e1, but knight f6 still wins. What if... Well, this wins against everything, right? No, none taken, Tindy. I am on to YouTube more than half the time. Queen d8, knight f6 check. And we win. So, long story short, they took with the king. Knight d5, and they went to e6. Obviously, king e8 invites the same catastrophe. Now we are homed in on this completely, so we are good. But what to do after king e6? Oh, you're hoping to open the Twitch chat, right? Yeah, the king is going out for a stroll, indeed. Indeed. There is an absolutely staggering checkmate here. Sensational checkmate pattern. That's my man. Oriya. Oh, Herbert, coming in strong. Coming in strong. I have to play it out because it's so beautiful. Queen check, king here, knight discover check, king c7, and Matutsky. This is what the chess composing world calls a model mate, because every single square around the black king is covered by only one white piece. So it's very economical. Would be even nicer if this rook wasn't here. But it's a beautiful mate nonetheless. What do we think, folks? Epic or epic? You can chuck it in, Herbert, if you want. I don't promise that I will look at it now, but yeah. Share and we will see how we go. I don't think we have been denied anything, Z Nation. I think that was the best possible outcome for us, mere mortals. Okay, I'm trying to find another quick destruction. Oh, that's way too long, Herbert. Wait, didn't you say Sicilian? Rouser game, you said. This is a French. Oh, never mind. Right. We'll take a look at that at another time, if you don't mind. For today, we are going to finish proceedings with another belter that I can't wait to show you, folks. And this time round, we're going to have a look at a Grünfeld. Nice one, Andre Louise. I have to read this. Cleaning mirrors is a job I could really see myself doing. Yeah, the YouTube crew should press all those emotes to boost some algorithm thingamabobbies, please. Okay. Let's finish the day today with the Grünfeld, ladies and gentlemen. 94, bishop h4, knight takes, pawn takes, pawn takes, all theory. e3, queen d5, very, very greedy, naughty boy. Trying to defend the pawn z. Cute kitty cat. Yeah, e3 is theory, yes. Main line. Move recommendations for white other than knight f3. Now, e4 is not as productive in this structure because the c5 is going to undermine the d4 pawn too much. f3 is a crime. I will pretend I didn't see that. Bishop e2 is the original move here, as in an original idea. To try to come in from here. But knight f3 is main line and is perfectly fine with knight e2 to follow. Queen b1 is also a move, by the way, in similar structures, yes. Bishop e2, queen a5. Well, that queen is not going anywhere. That's not a big development, Herbert. That's a lost queen, yeah? Yeah, queen a4 is met by b5, so that's almost blunderous. But, what do we do now? Yeah, the feeling was correct. Good morning, Axe Records. How are we going, buddy? Only one move acceptable here. Queen c1, shame on you. Knight f3, of course. Knight f3, always develop. But after queen takes, of course, it's not king f1, but knight d2. c6 and castles. And this is the moment again when we remind our opponents that this is not how chess is meant to be played. This is a catastrophe. Thank you, Arctic PNG. Queen a5, knight c4, queen d8. And I need a sneaky move here. Well, sneaky is not the right way to say it. I need a deep move here. Can we do deep? That's what she said too, right? The back rank fest, as I like to call it. There is a very, very cool idea for white here. I'm trying to give you a hint because it's very difficult to find. Arctic PNG, welcome, welcome. I'm glad that you're having fun. So, knight d6 is exactly the move that we want to sell. But how do we go about that? Viral stigma on the money. On the money. Queen b3, and the idea is to slide to a3. It's absolutely filthy. And the reason why it's so effective is because against black's most natural move, bishop g7, it works like charm because it denies castling by taking e7 rather. Now black was so blind to the idea of queen b3 that he played bishop g7, and after queen a3 he went back. By the way, the black player is a well-known grandmaster that we spoke about a couple of days ago as the most unfortunate dude when it comes to given names, because this is Grandmaster Dvoiris, whose surname is Seaman, for those who don't know. Pranjal, what's happening is that you press the subscribe button to my YouTube channel and I tell you what's happening. This is the rule. That's how this place works. Welcome in. Knight b1, rook b6 is cheeky, but there is a much more aggressive way to go about this. How can we be more aggro? Andre, I'm here to serve, man. Very good, Herbert. D5 it is. D5 it is. Very good. D5 it is. Now, there is a beautiful tactic that makes this work. Which I don't think many of you saw when you called D5. Can anyone see how it works? It's pretty vicious. It is pretty vicious. Buster Madman, very, very good. So the idea is queen c3, going after the rook. And when f6 is played, that's when the second layer of filth comes. What is the move now? This is very high T chess. Very, very, very high T chess. Tindy coming in strong with knight d6. Even a broken clock is right twice. Yes, Kai, you always do. Yes, that's how chess works when we are looking for wins. Yes. Queen takes, check, and we're going to mow down the rest of the board. Except that after king f7, white still needs to be precise, because queen takes queen c6 is really bad for us. This is, by the way, how the game went. One final accuracy is needed here. Who can find the sexiest move e4 white? e4 I quite like, by the way. It's a very oomphy move. You can do knight d6 before queen c3. It's a move order change. Makes no difference. Actually, it's worse. It is worse, because now I can sack the exchange. So, yeah, this is actually worse. Yeah, don't do that. Play queen c3 first. Because sacking this exchange is infinitely worse, because then taking key still compromises the king. So what is the move? It is bishop b5, ladies. Bingo. Very good. Thank you, Akele. By the way, there is a very, very beautiful winning move for white here too. Who can find that? Oh, excuse me. Viral is coming in strong, and Buster Madman also coming in strong. Bishop a6. What a move. Tindy said it too. Oh my god. Must have been a very easy question. It had to be a super easy question if Tindy smashed it. Maybe you looked at Twitch, yeah? And you pinched it from there. Fair enough. Fair enough. Yeah, blah, 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 whatever. Okay. I like how you are already completely biased toward your own crew, Tindy. Good job, buddy. Good job. Good job. I have got a puzzle to show you, but I need to look it up, and then we are going to call it a day. Okay, I wonder who is going to solve this first. I just was going through Johan Hellstein's opening strategy book, which is one of the best chess books ever. If you are a player rated between 0 and 1500, you absolutely must go through Johan Hellsten's Mastering Opening Strategy. It's one of the best chess books that was ever written. Alright, can we win this for white? The girdiness is definitely there. I have all these 3 books. White to me when we are aiming to win, ladies and gentlemen, and the pawns are coming down this way. For advanced players, I don't know what that means. Define advanced and I can talk. By the way, the endgame and the middle game books are probably more suitable for a slightly higher level audience, but the opening one is definitely club level stuff. Ari Morrison in the house telling me king d6. And what if I push this pawn down here, senor? I hate to tell you, Tindy, but Twitch solved it already. Now, bringing the king to c5 does not create a mate net. That's the problem, because after b6 I sneak out here. Yes, Mr. Morrison coming in strong. Mr. Morrison coming in strong. It was big on Twitter a couple of days ago. So the idea is king d6. Hitting the pawn, one pawn has to be pushed, right? And now comes the stock standard mate pattern with king c7, d1 queen, and then check. This is the move that needs to be seen. And after takes, everything happens with a check. A big fat Matutski. Oh, Tindy! Super chatting like a champion. Boo, yeah, baby. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Twitch folks ain't on our level, yeah. Nothing like starting a YouTube versus Twitch war. Nothing like it. Oh boy, what? Broman Empire. Thank you for the sub. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, today had to be a short stream. I need to cut it here because I have got a lesson to do. We might stream during the weekend as well. So, yeah. You didn't see it after I moved the rook? Because the rook vanished, my friend. This is when Houdini plays chess. He plays the rook move when the rook is gone. And then bang, 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 bang. Lucas Canary, thank you for the sub on YouTube as well. Yeah. Let me see who is available for a Fat Raiderino. As usual, absolutely nobody. We are going to raid Professor Canty. Have a good one, guys. I hope to be back tomorrow. Take care. Bye.